Hello, my fellow smokers. It is now time for the third edition of The Smoke Show, and I got some juicy topics for y'all today. Now, number one, I want to bring up, wait till the end of the show, and I will be getting to that fucking YouTuber I promised I'd get to in the last edition of The Smoke Show. The future of YouTube, big ol' Zach. Now, get ready till you meet Zach at the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen, because he's the next PewDiePie. Other than that, we got a little bit about Chris Chan's continuance the other day, some about Isabella Jank getting suspended from Texas Tech, and a little bit about Pokemon Diamond and Pearl because I cannot stop playing these motherfuckers. And probably about the GTA trilogy too because everyone's talking about that. Nonetheless, hope y'all enjoy the show. Let's get into this shit. Boys and girls, smokers of all ages, hopefully 18 and up. Is 18 still the smoking age? I'm pretty sure. It actually might be 21. I don't know. But welcome to the Smoke Show, ladies and gentlemen. Now, there was supposed to be one of these out last week, but I'll be honest, I got the call last minute that my little cousin's birthday was happening, and I was all up and down the East Coast last week. Now, that was right after I got fucking done being on vacation with Mrs. Smokey in Mexico. We flew home. I had to tell her, babe, flying back out over to the fucking East Coast. I gotta fly out to New York. And I'm happy to say Mrs. Smokey was quite cool with that, but I feel bad because even she told me, what about your show? And I said, oh shit, you're right. Well, maybe I'll do it while I'm at one of these hotels. And I'm sorry, guys. It was like, we had like 4 rooms in each hotel, back to back to back, and each room was blaring music. I couldn't record a goddamn thing, but the smoke was flowing. But a lot of shit happened that I wanted to talk about on the show that I never got to fucking talk about. So we're going to talk about that shit now. And I think I'm going to start with, let me get my grinder over here, and we're going to grind it up, and we're going to smoke on that Isabella Jank pack today, ladies and gentlemen, because she got fucking kicked out of Texas Tech. Now, I will link Sallow Dawn's video below. It is almost already 2 weeks old, so I'm sorry for being so late to this news. But yes, Isabella Jank was kicked out of Texas Tech. And now, I don't know whether it's because of all the shit that happened with Chris and people were showing her all that shit. Now, I highly doubt that, but I'm assuming it was like all the hamster shit and the people saying that they didn't feel fucking safe around this girl. Nonetheless, she's gone, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't want to be one of these people that's like, guys, we did it, you know, we took this girl down. That's cringe, that's weird. But yeah, I will say that everyone who was really a part of this, your Sallow Dawns, you got Paige Turner in my comments section, all of y'all were on the ball, on fucking Twitter, and y'all were letting Texas Tech know what this bitch was about, and I don't know if that's the reason why, but I'd like to think it is, because you know what? Fuck Isabella, and I'm just happy that a bunch of kids aren't going to be terrorized by that hamster-eating bitch. It's been a long fucking journey. Isabella Jank is the reason my channel originally started getting views, because her dad, or someone who I think was her dad, commented on my videos, and it was like, I had 80 subs at the time, and you chose my video out of all videos to come, like, talk shit on. So, and then Isabella took down one of my videos. So, like I said, it's been a war. It's been a one-sided war because I haven't really been doing anything other than making videos, but I'm happy to know that Isabella, at least we can get a little bit of justice here, because with all the shit that weirdo bitch did and her weirdo friend group did, they had to face some type of consequences, and I'm happy to report here, ladies and gentlemen, that that is happening. It's no jail time. It's nothing too crazy, but I'll tell you what, 2 years outside of college, that may not even seem like a lot, but with how life works in general, she's gonna get her life put on hold for 2 fucking years. No job, no nothing. That can fuck up someone's shit terribly. Now, honestly, she'll probably just go to another college, probably a community college somewhere, and I bet you people will find that shit too. But you know what, Isabella, if you're listening to this, which I don't fucking know if you do or don't, it's about time you fucking face some consequences for the bullshit you did. And I'm happy to know that you're out of that fucking college now, so eat a dick. And that's about all I have to say about Bella. If any more updates come up, guys, I'm sure to get you on them. The only other thing I know about Bella is I read on the Kiwi Farms that apparently she's still active on Discord and all. So, like, she's not smart enough to get the fuck off the internet when, like, you know, everybody knows who you are and, like, kind of doesn't like you for the weirdo shit you pulled. But nonetheless, we wouldn't know about Isabella if it wasn't for our old friend Chris. And oh boy, Chris is still in a world of trouble there in Virginia jail. Because I assume if you're watching this, you would have seen my video yesterday. Chris's hearing got continued again. And yesterday I made a passing joke in the video. It wasn't even a joke. Fair point to people who pointed that out. It wasn't really a joke. It was just me high being a dickhead saying, I think it's going to be on January 22nd. I don't know why, but I think that's what's going to happen. And a lot of people are in the comments saying, dickhead, don't you know anything about law? They don't run on Saturdays, which happens to be what January 22nd is. Yeah, I don't have a fucking calendar at my disposal. Actually, yes, I do. It's on my cell phone, but while I record these videos, I can't just fucking click. I'll have to stop the recording to look at the calendar. So, sorry, not looking at a calendar. I was just bullshitting. However, February 3rd, that's the actual date. February 3rd is the day Chris's next hearing could possibly be on, and if it gets pushed back after that, Chris is missing Christian Love Day, and he's going to be in there for already over 6 months at that point. By the time the next hearing rolls around on February 3rd, Chris will have been in jail for 5.5 months. That's some wait a minute. 5.5? No, that'll be 6 months, because it was the beginning of August. Like what? Like August 4th or 5th, I don't know. I don't remember what exactly day Chris got arrested, but yeah, it'll be fucking 6 months. So, shit, Chris is gonna, that just hit me as I'm recording this. Chris is gonna be in fucking jail for at least 6 months. And at that point, I think they'll qualify that 6 months as a good bit of time served. Like, if they're saying Chris is on good behavior and let him out for that, that's going to be crazy. And you might be thinking, how the fuck can they let someone who's in there for what Chris is in there for out on good behavior? I don't know either, ladies and gentlemen, but the American justice system is absolutely fucked. Especially down there in Virginia, where they probably don't know what the fuck they're dealing with someone like Chris. That's why, as much as I think he should go into a mental institution, I don't necessarily think he will, because I think they're just going to see him as another crazy fucking asshole and either throw him away and lock away the key, or just put him back out in the streets. Not give a fuck about what happens to him after that. That's a topic I'm going to get into in a video later this week, is whether it's for the best for Barb if Chris is home or not. Now, you might be hearing me say that and go, Smokey, what, are you an asshole? Like, if he goes back home, he's going to fucking do what he did to Barb again. But on the other side of the same coin, I'm starting to wonder something. What if Barb is, like, really getting lonely at the house? Like, what if Barb is really, like, she realizes she can't do a lot of this, like, housework that Chris would once do for her? And, you know, God forbid, what if Barb falls or anything? So, like, there's a part of me that genuinely thinks Barb could tell the court that, like, she wants Chris back. Now, I don't know what that would do. As I said, I don't know shit about law, but I'm pretty sure if Barb goes to the fucking court and says, yeah, like, it was fine, it was consensual and all that, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have speculated, what do? Turn around and arrest Barb then? Because she's the one who was initiating it. But I don't know where it lies. All I know is I want to question and get your guys' opinion. Not on this video. Don't worry about it. There's a video coming up later this week about whether Barb would be better off with Chris back home. Because, you know, there's a lot of rumors out there. Not even rumors. You've seen the shit Chris has written and the weird shit Chris and Barb have partaken in before. I've heard them say before that maybe Barb even groomed Chris. Now, that's just a wicked allegation that I've heard people say, and I'm not going to repeat myself, even though I just repeated it. I don't necessarily think it, but I think it's something you should be able to look into and be like, maybe, because there's a lot of shit there. Nonetheless, you know, it's fucked up talking about it, but it's like, yeah, if Chris isn't home, Barb could easily, like, fucking fall. And when's someone going to go check on her? I don't know, like, once a week? So she's going to sit in fucking cat shit for 6 days? I don't know, man. I don't think it's good for Chris to go back home, but I'm starting to think that Barb Chandler might think it's best for him to come back home. And that's just speculation, but it's something I wanted to throw out there, and I'll talk about it more later this week. Other than that, with fucking Chris, I'm assuming we can expect a lot of crazy letters coming out, because with Chris being in there for another couple months, especially missing Christmas, he's going to lose his fucking shit. And I also think he's going to start demanding people who write him letters, like writing in the letter, I want this, and this sent to me through commissary, like I want like $500, yada, yada, yada. Chris is going to start getting real fucking greedy once he realizes that he's in there longer. And another thing I saw someone bring up yesterday, and I probably shouldn't be saying this, that's why I'm just throwing it in here in the Smoke Show. Someone pointed out to me that, yes, Chris was talking about in his letter yesterday that I read, no Sonichu things drawn by him while he's in jail are canon at all. You know, none of them matter. It's only Chris's Sonichu drawings that count. So you know that Chris still gets really pissed off by fan fiction. Now, I am not encouraging any weenish behavior, but if you are a person who is going to go and take all the time to write a Sonichu comic, if you want to go through all that hassle, write your own Sonichu comic, you might as well send it to Chris and just see what the fuck he says about it. Because you know you're going to get critiqued to hell, but those critiques aren't going to mean anything anyway. I'd love to see Chris's reaction if someone sent him a letter and just said, hey, did you see the new Sonichu comic that's sweeping the nation? Everyone's like, oh my god, the return of Sonichu, we're so happy. He'd lose his fucking mind. Now, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But if you do that, let me see the letter, because I will gladly read it on my channel. I don't want to encourage any weens to go any, like, actually, I take that part back. If someone does this, like, particularly because I just said it, I probably won't read it on the channel, because I don't want to encourage weens to do shit in the hopes that I'll cover it. Now, I don't want to sound like I'm some fucking big shot, like, oh, I want to get on Smokey's channel, but I have had people before in my comment sections clearly try to, like, goad me into making a video through fake Isabella Jank shit and all. But look, if it's funny and somebody does some crazy ween shit, I'll most likely cover it, but don't do it just in the hopes of being covered and being a big-time fucking, what's it called? A big time Chris troll, like Isabella tried to do, because you saw what happened to her. So, moral of the story: don't be a dickhead. But if you are going to be a dickhead, I didn't tell you to be a dickhead. Dickhead. Let's see, what else do we have on the topics here today? I think we can jump right now into the upcoming, I wanted to bring up that the upcoming Amberlynn and Ethan Ralph videos got a little bit delayed with everything going on with all the Chris trial shit, and like me being on a lot of fucking vacations recently. This usually, I promise you, this doesn't happen. I'm a house hermit most of the time, other than when I'm out at the bar or out at parties. Other than that, I'll just post up in the crib. I never really go out on vacations, but just ended up that a trip to Mexico and a trip along the East Coast managed to coincide within like a week of each other, and that kind of fucked up my video schedule. But we're back at it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting edity on the Amberlynn video right now, and the Ethan Ralph video will come out probably December. I'm hoping for December. I just wanted to give you all updates on that if you just wanted to see that. Other things is the Dragon Lord video I said I was going to make. I'm still looking for shit about that. I see people in the comments asking me about that. I'm unsure of things still with him. Just because, like, I don't know how much, like, how do I say this? I should just edit out what I just said, slurring over my words, but I'm not. But I need to know more about Dragon Lord to make a full-scale video. I don't think I know about him enough to make, like, I could make one of those Nick Avocado videos like I made the other day, like, who is Dragon Lord? So maybe we'll do that. If you're one of the guys who was talking to me about Dragon Lord, comment down below. I'll get back to you on that, because that could be a good topic for this week. Nonetheless, I wanted to move on here and talk about something I know very few of you care about, but I care about, so I want to talk about it. And it's Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and just wow. Just fucking wow. I just took my first trip down to the Grand Underground, and seeing Pokemon walk around now and shit is just blowing me the fuck away. One of these days I'm going to go back and play the DS original, and it's just going to be night and fucking day. I cannot wait. I will say this, though. There's a few things about this game that I do not like. I'm not one of these people who demands a challenging experience in a game. You know, I'm cool with just, like, breezing by a game. If it looks cool, if it looks nice, if I'm having fun, that's all that matters. But with Pokemon, they started doing something in, I think, Let's Go, and it's been the case for all the Switch games, is that when one Pokemon earns XP, they all earn XP. Now, to a lot of people, you could be saying, oh, fuck yeah, there's like over 400 Pokemon in the game. I don't want to level them all up by myself. And in that regard, I feel you 100%, but I am at the second gym. I just beat the second gym, and I have a full squad of Pokemon, including Mew and Jirachi, mind you. I'll get into that later, but a full squad. Like Monferno, Luxray, the fucker Luxor, the evolved Shinx, Machop, Geodude, Mew, and Jirachi, all above level 20. And like after the second gym, I'm gonna fucking steamroll everybody now. So that I don't necessarily like, because I do like a little bit of a challenge. And I know you're probably saying, why the fuck are you playing Pokemon then? Well, it's because I just got done playing like Coliseum and Gale of Darkness, and those games posed a pretty good challenge. Now, then again, most games on the GameCube posed a pretty busky challenge. That was a difficult console. Your F-Zero GXs, Melee was hard to master. Double Dash was pretty easy, but you know what I'm saying. If you don't, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm smoking too much. But nonetheless, I'm just really enjoying everything I can with this Pokemon game. And I'll be honest, I'm incredibly biased when it comes to these things, because I will buy anything with a Pokemon logo on it. I just love the series. I always have. My first game of theirs was Silver, Pokemon Silver. Then I got Emerald. Then I got Diamond, Heart Gold. And then I never played the other ones. I never played Black, White, X, Y, Sun, or Moon. And I know you're probably saying, what, bro, you missed out on the best ones. And trust me, I have been looking on GameStop's website for a cheap 2DS or 3DS so I can get them fucking games finally. Like, I want them bad. I just got the whole GameCube collection emulated on my Wii, and I'm having a ball playing those games. But next up, it's the 3DS lineup, because I have a whole bunch of Dragon Quest and fucking and Pokemon games I want to play. I also want to play Shin Megami Tensei 4, because I've heard good things about that too. Although when I'm done this Diamond and Pearl, the next game I got up is Shin Megami Tensei 5, because I bought that as well, but I haven't started playing it yet. Well, that game looks so fucking cool. And I think it leads back to me just loving Pokemon, because Shin Megami Tensei is necessarily just an adult Pokemon at the end of the day. Instead of using Pokeballs, you're using like your actual money to get the services of one of these like weird fairies you're talking to. So it's a far out there game. If you've never played Shin Megami Tensei, I strongly suggest you try it. And if you got a Nintendo Switch, pick up Shin Megami Tensei 5. It looks fucking dope. And then after that, the GTA trilogy, which I am going to buy. I've heard terrible things about it. I've heard nothing but bad things. But you know what? I want to go back and play San Andreas in these new graphics, because it's the coolest fucking idea for a GTA game I've ever seen. 3 giant cities in one big state. You can't beat that. Vice City was cool as fuck too, and GTA 3, I'm more of a stories from Liberty City type guy, I don't know why, I just always felt the controls were like a little more on point. There's probably no difference in those controls at all, and it's probably just nostalgia for me, so I don't know. But I've seen why people don't want the GTA trilogy, and trust me, I completely understand that. That shit does look pretty fucked up. Nonetheless, like I said, I'll be copying it myself, and I'll give you all my opinions on it like in a couple weeks. I don't think I'm going to like it, though. It does look pretty fucking shoddy, but I do want to go through and play the GTA games again. Even those tedious missions, like the one with the RC car, was it? Or the RC plane in San Andreas when you're in San Fierro. I'm not sure. But that's... Oh, here we go. That's really the topics I just wanted to talk about, mostly. And now we can get into what I know most of you are here for and what most of you wanted me to talk about. I stumbled upon someone a few weeks ago, and I promised you guys that if enough people commented, I said like maybe if 10, 15 people commented, I'd talk about him. Well, there's like 130 comments on that video, and like 120 of them are people asking for me to talk about that fucking kid. So, before I do, I'm going to say this a lot. Do not go to his page. Do not do none of that shit. He has his comments disabled because he doesn't like people commenting on his videos for some reason. I don't really know why. This dude just doesn't like people's feedback. But I just want you guys to go sub to him and praise him like the future of YouTube he is. Ladies and gentlemen, the man I'm about to talk about is going to be on every TV screen in a few fucking years as the face of YouTube. You're going to see this man sponsoring Coca-Cola soon, because let me just tell you something. He is the future of this website, the future of entertainment as a whole, and the fact that he only has 10 subscribers is a damn shame. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, may I introduce you to the greatness of Zach Tull.
If you don't want people to fucking bother you, then have them put in jail, you fucking idiot. You make a phone call. Cops show up. You tell them the story. You talk with them. They ask you if you want to charge the person. You say yes. You put them in handcuffs. They take them down to the jail cell. Okay, literally that fucking easy, dude. It's not that fucking hard. Alright, Keemstar, listen. There's no way in fucking hell that Jake Paul is gonna be president. And if he bombs, like, Japan or whatever you said on Drama Alert, then those countries are gonna start a war with us and bomb us. So, what do you have to say to that?
Well, Zach, my boy, I have absolutely nothing to say to that because you laid it all out perfectly. Now, I know what you're all thinking. You're all like, Smokey, what the fuck? How did you find this, like, amazing YouTuber before us? And, like, guys, I'm sorry. I was just looking through my recommended one day, and somehow old Zach Tull here appeared, and, I found the future of YouTube first before any of you, so when Zach ends up fucking bigger than PewDiePie, shit, remember who found him first. So, a couple days ago, I shouldn't say a couple days ago, back when I was on vacation, I found this fucking account under one of Keemstar's tweets, and wow, like the roller coaster I've been on watching every single one of Zach's videos, because like I said, he is the future of YouTube, and Mrs. Smokey hated me for it because I was literally grabbing her as she was asleep next to me, like, yeah, wake up, holy shit, you need to see what Zach did next. Zach's a character, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm gonna take you on a little journey here to show you just what my boy Zach here is all about. Now, I want to stress this now. Don't go to Zach's fucking page and say anything, like don't go harass him or nothing. Just go sub to Zach and watch some of his greatness unfold. Then I found Zach's Twitter, and here's some gems. Hey, Keemstar, Tipster, Bowblacks, and Luna. I don't know who that one is, but if you guys want to hang out with me, I'm going to need you guys still follow some rules I have. So the first set of rules I have are you have to be vaccinated and you have to be wearing a mask. Opinions on COVID or not, I think that it is just so amazing to me that Zach is like taking the initiative to talk to his friends Keemstar and Tipster and all them, and just let them know the guidelines if they want to go hang out with Zach, which of course they fucking do. Who wouldn't want to go hang out with Zach? He's a fucking legend. But I just like Zach's honesty with tweeting at all of them, just making sure they know. And before you guys ask, yes, Tipster and Keemstar are his heroes. He would hug both of them, but he's scared to die. Hopefully that'll never happen. Don't worry, Zach, brother. Everyone is, like, perishable, but you, my friend, are immortal. I really love how he loves Tipster and Keemstar, and it's true. He's a real fan, and it seems like with all his content, they're his heroes. Like, there's nothing on his page that would get you to think anything differently.
Wow, Keem. You're retiring for good. Bro, you are such a pussy. Such a pussy. So yeah, do whatever the fuck you want, but if you're gonna find someone else to host Drama Alert, I'm not gonna fucking watch it. I'm not gonna watch Drama Alert ever again because you decided to be a pussy.
Now, Now, as I said, Zach is a little bit all over the place, but you gotta be when you're a rising up and coming star like him. Like, you gotta choose your friends wisely, and he's all over the place deciding whether Keemstar is a good fit for a friend for him or not. Now, Tipster, on the other hand, I don't understand his whole fascination with Tipster. He just comments under all of his tweets, like, doesn't seem to be ever mad at Tipster, but he seems to be giving him some pretty funny goddamn advice, not even directed at him. I found a tweet the other day on Zach's page, and let me tell you something. Zach's YouTube is brilliant, but Zach's Twitter is really where it's at. And he sent this gem to old Tipster the other day that I'm gonna read this. Now, on further reading, I think this is just Zach informing Tipster that his friend Ricky Berwick, that is, could possibly, is probably going to die from that. So if something happens to him, I'm not a doctor, or any kind of doctor, or surgeon. So yeah, and I never went to college. I only went to college for the all-you-can-eat pay +1. You know what, at least he's looking out for Ricky. At least he has his best, oh God. So, I think Zach has a little bit of a hate boner over here for poor old Ricky Berwick. And how can you hate Ricky? Ricky Berwick's one of the most harmless people on here, but to Zach, that's what he thinks about Ricky. You're a dick, Zach. Luckily, he doesn't do that to anyone else, though. God. Oh, no. Yeah. So, the thing with Zach is, his Twitter consists of a few things. Sending death threats. I shouldn't say death threats, but just saying that people should and can, pass on, and he wouldn't really care. But the other thing that Zach talks about a lot on his Twitter, and I think is very important, is whether or not the new Paw Patrol movie is coming out. So, when I saw Zach commenting at Paw Patrol, I was like, oh man, Zach doesn't like Ricky Berwick, he doesn't like Gabby Hanna. I cannot wait to hear him rip into fucking Paw Patrol. So I scrolled down a little bit, and what Zach had to say to this tweet about the new Paw Patrol movie coming out was, thank you. Thank you. Now, Zach's not really... I think he's getting nicer now. He realizes that he can't be mean to all of his people like Keemstar and Tipster and whoever that Luna person was. Oh no. Luna blocked him. Oh, man. Well, Zach does have a point, though. If this Luna person is 23, Zach is indeed 24. So he's got you there, Luna. And last night I ran into this tweet of Tipster saying that he's getting in a fight with someone and someone's being an asshole to him, yada, 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 just saying, hey, go ahead and block this person for me if you see them, normal shit if someone's acting crazy. So Zach responds, yeah, well, I told her that she needs to leave you alone. So if you block me, I will call the cops on you and say that you're making kids cry. So I think that's enough of talking about the future of YouTube. Zach, if you see this, I hope you liked my critique on your content. And other than that, I'll just reiterate: don't go after this fucking guy. I don't know what's up with Zach. He doesn't seem to like people commenting on his stuff. One of his most recent videos was called "Stop fucking commenting on my videos" or something like that. But yeah, go show Zach some support. I'm pretty sure he's in the race to get 10 subs now. Go show my boy Zach some love, guys. And help him on the good fight to get all these people to unblock him or whatever the fuck he's going for. But that's the YouTuber I was talking about on the last Smoke Show. A part of me feels bad because I assumed that a lot of you thought it was like a bigger, like an actual lolcow, like someone like King Cobra, but nah, my friends, I'm sorry. It's a legend like Zach. No lolcow antics here. But yeah, so that's that. And I know a lot of you wanted to hear about that, so I felt like I had to show you. I feel so terrible making, just going into Zach's. I don't know anything about this dude, but you guys asked what I was like fucking dying at a couple weeks ago. There it is. And that's probably the last topic we're going to get to today. So if you guys enjoyed the video, I want to thank you for sticking around this long. If you guys, well, not enjoyed the video, enjoyed the fucking show. I enjoy making these because it actually gives me time to talk about other things other than like Chris and all that, and things I actually enjoy, and maybe you guys will enjoy them too and want me to talk about them more. So thank you guys for all the love and support. We just hit 4,000 fucking subs, guys. It's wild considering that like when I first started making these videos 3 months ago, I had like 70. But y'all are the best. Fucking stay safe, y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Oh God, Zach. No. No.